Hi, I'm Randy, one of the creators of Heroes, a non-collectible battle card game that uses concurrent gameplay, players taking their turn at the same time, to create a dynamic and highly polished card game for 2 to 6 players.
Using a fully customizable deck, you play as a unique hero that must strategically use your hero's abilities, block and attack with your soldiers, build up and deplete resources, choose when and how to promote your soldiers, shift the dynamic of combat on the fly with powerful doctrine and tactics cards, and gear up your soldiers with really cool equipment, and be the first player to deal 250 damage and win the game.
Heroes innovates in all the right areas, while maintaining the fundamentals that make the battle card game genre so much fun. You know, like tweaking a deck to match your playstyle, or drafting cards with friends to build a brand new deck.
One of the best things about TCGs is their endless customization and repeatability. Players are never playing the same game twice, even with the same decks. And the ability to customize your deck or create one entirely from scratch or drafting cards with friends makes it so that a really good TCG never gets old and will entertain for years to come. Rather than sell individual packs of a dozen or so cards, Heroes comes with 4 starter decks and multiple copies of every card in our core set, more than 700 cards in total. For those like myself who love to think up and test new deck ideas, Heroes' 120 card core set creates a countless number of viable and really fun combinations to experiment with. Because Heroes isn't a game that needs to fill space in a $4 card pack with commons. Every card in the core set is designed to be meaningful and viable in a tournament-worthy deck. While every card is strong, it's the job of the creative deck builder to find the combination of cards that is the most powerful. The 4 starter decks included with Heroes promises tons of fun and repeatability for those who just want to start playing right out of the box. Each deck is designed to be easy to pick up while being capable of putting up a fight against other player-built decks, so that newer players can stand a chance and still have a great time when playing against their more experienced friends. Whether tweaking a starter deck or creating a brand new deck idea from scratch, players can build decks to match their playstyle. From a deck that specializes in healing or buffing yourself or allies, sniping high priority targets, Swiss Army knife utility decks that have an answer to any situation, hero-centric decks that control the pace of battle, decks that hit hard and fast or start slow become practically unstoppable. There are limitless possibilities, and the choice is yours. The concept of concurrent gameplay came about when we took a step back and we said, okay, what works and what just doesn't work with not just your top TCGs, but all sorts of games, from board games, role-playing games, miniature games, even video games. There was, of course, the obvious stuff. Depth of gameplay should come from strategy and clever card design, and not a bunch of these complex, convoluted mechanics that a player's forced into memorizing. Games should also be dynamic. You should have plenty of opportunity for counterplay, because that way you're actually playing your opponent and not playing solitaire, and see who can set up the fastest. Games should also be balanced, so that there are many, many different styles of decks that you can build that are competitive and viable, and not just this handful of meta deck that you're forced into playing in order to do well. But the biggest thing we found is that not playing the game is the least fun of all. You see, when you play a game, you take your turn, and then your opponent goes, and you wait. Just sitting there twiddling your thumbs, waiting for it to be your turn again, until finally, it is your turn again. Now, you see, most game designers take this into account, and they try to incentivize fast-paced gaming, non-passive play, whether it's you play a card during your opponent's turn, or you choose how to block. Heroes takes this a step further. Concurrent gameplay turns board games and traditional card games on their head, because in Heroes, players take their turns at the same time. Players put down the card they want to use next face down, called the play card. Each player then flips over their play card, the card effects now activating. As soon as everything resolves, players put down another play card, flip it over, rinse and repeat. until no players have any more play cards they can or wish to use. A new round starts. Players upkeep their cards, drawing a card from the top of their deck, and play cards continue to get put down. Rounds continue like this until a player wins the game. Concurrent gameplay is a really great system that not only allows more people to play, but creates a really fun and interesting gameplay dynamic. With your opponent's playing cards that will take immediate effect at the exact same time as yours, it's not just what cards you play during a round that matters, but the order in which you play them, making Heroes into a great game that is as perfect for traditional duels as it is a board game night with a few friends.
Heroes is a lot of fun, but it won't become a reality without your support. It would mean so much to us if you told your friends to check out our Kickstarter or share us on Facebook, and if you like our rewards, back us. We've worked really hard to make Heroes an awesome game, and we would love to hear from you about it. Please feel free to discuss Heroes with us on our comments page, or drop us an email, or even give us a call at 321-305-9788. We look forward to hearing from you guys. Thanks.